fish on the key. Some of it goes to
So
shops
guys,
in town,
you're probably
and the rest
wondering
is
what
a
we are
special train
doing.
to other places far
Well,
away.
today we're doing
This is the train the railwaymen
all
call
of these
the Flying
classes,
Kipper.
and only one or two might be in BTWF.
Henry was ready at
So
5
just give me a
o'clock.
minute.
There was
Whoop!
snow and frost. Men hustled and shouted, loading up the crates of fish. The last door banged, the guard showed his green lamp, and the Flying Kipper was ready to go. Guard hustled and shouted, loading up the crates of fish. The last door banged, men Flying Kipper. Henry was ready at 5 o'clock. There was snow and frost. Men hustled and shouted, loading up the crates of fish. The last door banged, the guard showed his green lamp, and the Flying Kipper was ready to go.
Alright, Chuck, let's go.
Come on, don't be silly, puffed Henry to the freight cars. The cars shuddered and groaned. Trickety-truck, all right. That's better, puffed Henry. Clouds of smoke and steam poured from its funnel into the cold air, and the fire's light shone brightly. Hurry, panted Henry. They were going well. The light
Oh
grew better.
yeah.
Signal lights shone green as they passed. Then a yellow signal appeared ahead. His driver prepared to stop, but the home signal was down. All clear, Henry. Away we go. They couldn't know the switches from the main line to a siding were frozen. Hurry! The last door banged, the guard showed his green lamp, and the Flying Kipper was ready to go. Come on, don't be silly, puffed Henry to the freight cars. The cars shuddered and groaned.
Chickity-truck. All right.
That's better, puffed Henry. Clouds of smoke and steam poured from its funnel into the cold air, and the fire's light shone brightly. Hurry, panted Henry. They were going well. The light grew better. Signal lights shone green as they passed. Then a yellow signal appeared ahead. His driver prepared to stop, but the home signal was down. All clear, Henry. Away we go. Then a yellow signal appeared ahead. His driver prepared. All clear, Henry. Away we go. They couldn't know the switches from the main line to a siding were frozen, and the home signal should have been set in danger, but snow had forced it down. A freight train was waiting in the siding to let the Flying Kipper pass, and the driver and fireman were drinking cocoa in the caboose. The Kipper is due. They were going well. The light grew better. Signal lights shone green as they passed.
Henry, okay, trucks. Here's our destination.
A yellow signal
Go
appeared
on.
ahead.
Henry, oh look, there's a yellow
The
signal.
home signal was down.
A yellow
All
signal.
clear, Henry.
We have
Away
to
we go.
stop.
They
Whoa!
couldn't know the switches from the main line to a siding were frozen, and the home signal should have been set in danger, but snow had forced it down. A freight train was waiting in the siding to let the Flying Kipper pass, and the driver and fireman were drinking cocoa in the caboose.
E.
The Kipper driver is due, said the conductor. Who cares, said the fireman. This is good cocoa. The driver got up. Come on, fireman, back to our engine. They got out just in time. Henry's driver and fireman had jumped clear before the crash, but Henry lay dazed and surprised. Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. The signal was down, sir, said Henry. Cheer up, Henry. It wasn't your fault. Ice and snow caused the accident. I'm sending you to Crewe, a fine place for sick engines. They'll give you a new shape and a larger firebox. You'll feel a different engine, and you won't need special coal anymore. Won't that be nice?
To the quarry every morning. At the junction, they often meet James. James was very rude about them. What dirty objects! What dirty objects! Tried to stop. Wouldn't wait. Goods train. At the end of the line, James left his coaches and got ready for his next train. It was a slow goods, stopping at every station to pick up and set down trucks. James hated slow goods trains. Their dirty trucks from dirty sidings were... I hate them. I do, there you are. Starting with only a few trucks, he picked up more and more trucks at each station till he had a long train. At first, the trucks behaved well, but James bumped them so crossly that they determined to pay him out. Presently, rumbling over the viaduct, they approached the top of Gordon's Hill. Heavy goods trains halt here to pin down that they determined to pay him out. Presently, rumbling over the viaduct, they approached the top of Gordon's Hill. Heavy goods trains halt here to pin down their brakes. James had had an accident with trucks before and should have remembered this. His driver called to him, "Wait, James, wait!" But James wouldn't wait. He was too busy thinking what he would say to Toby when they next met.
Whoa, ow. Ow.
All too late, he saw where he was, and he tried to stop. The trucks saw their chance and started to laugh and shout, "Hurrah, hurrah!" and banging their buffers, they pushed him down the hill.
Whoa.
Guard tightened his brakes until they screamed, and the trucks shouted, "On, on, on!" James was frightened. "I've got to stop! I've got to stop! I've got to stop! I've got to stop!" And setting his brakes, he managed to kick the truck's mad rush, but they were still going much too fast to stop in time. Through the station they thundered and lurched into the yard. And shut his eyes. "I've got to stop! I've got to stop! I've got to stop! I've got to stop!" And setting his brakes, he managed to kick the truck's mad rush,
Uh-oh. Oh no. James, he saw a voice van up ahead. James, so this is it. I'm about to be like Henry. Oh no. Wait!
He had run in. There was a bursting crash and something sticky splashed all over him. He had run into 2 tar wagons and was black from smoke box to cab. James was more dirty than hurt, but the tar wagons and some of the trucks were all to pieces. The breakdown train was in the yard.
High spirits might happen to any engine, but to come off the rails, well, I ask you, is it right? Is it decent?
Edward, don't worry, Gordon, I'ma help you. Gordon, I don't need any help. I don't need any help.
He said, you're not pulling the flying kipper now. On the rails today. Endless slaughter away. Gordon yawned and went to sleep. But he didn't sleep long. Wake up, Gordon, said his driver. A special train's coming, and where to pull it? Gordon opened his eyes. Is
Is it
it
all
coaches?
diesel trucks?
Trucks, said his driver. Trucks, said Gordon crossly. They lit Gordon's fire and oiled him ready for the run. The fire was sulky and wouldn't burn, but they couldn't wait, so Edward pushed him to the turntable to get him facing the right way.
Edward, no!
Go, grumbled Gordon.
Gordon, someone apply my brake.
Trucks, said his driver. Trucks, said Gordon crossly. They lit Gordon's fire and oiled him ready for the run. The fire was sulky and wouldn't burn, but they couldn't wait, so Edward pushed him to the turntable to get him facing the right
Edward,
way.
Gordon, no, dude.
Don't be silly, don't be silly, Edward. Gordon tried, but he couldn't stop himself being rude. Gordon tried, but he couldn't stop himself being. Gordon tried, but he couldn't stop himself being. At last, he was on the turntable, facing the right way.
I won't go.
Don't be silly, don't be silly, Edward. Gordon tried, but he couldn't stop himself being rude. At last, he was on the turntable. Edward was uncoupled and backed away. Gordon's driver and fireman jumped down to turn him back. The movement had shaken Gordon's fire. It was now backed away. On a Monday morning, the school bell rang and still singing. Oosh, he hissed as his wheels churned the mud. Get me out, get me out. Not a hope we turned back. The movement had shaken Gordon's fire. It was now burning nicely and vigorously. Gordon was cross and didn't care what he did. He waited till the table was halfway round. Gordon's fire. It was now burning nicely and vigorously. Gordon was cross and didn't care what he did. He waited till the table was halfway round. I'll show them, I'll show them, he hissed, and moved slowly forward. He only meant to go a little way, just far enough to jam the table and stop the turn, as he had done once before. But he couldn't stop himself, and slithering down the embankment, he settled in a ditch. Oosh, he hissed, as his wheels churned the mud. Get me out! Get me out! Not a hope, said his driver and fireman. You're stuck, you silly great engine. Don't you understand that? They telephoned the Fat Controller. So, Gordon didn't want to take the special and ran into a ditch, he answered from his office. What's that you say? The special? Danger. Engines must not pass this board.
Danger. Don't be stupid.
Silly old board, thought Thomas. He had often tried to pass it, but had never succeeded. But this morning he had made a plan. The fireman went to throw the switch. Now for my plan, thought Thomas. Bumping the cars fiercely, he jerked his driver off the footplate and followed them into the siding. Come back, yelled his driver. Off the pass it, but had never succeeded. But this morning he had made a plan. The fireman went to throw the switch. Now for my plan, thought Thomas. Bumping the cars fiercely, he jerked his driver off the footplate and followed them into the siding. Come back, yelled his driver. Into the siding. Come back, yelled his driver. Fire and smoke, said Thomas. I'm sunk. And he was. Oh dear, he said, I am a silly engine. And a very naughty one, too. I saw you, said Sir Topham Hatt. Please get me out. I won't do it again.
Okay.
Brakes roll. Okay, Percy's brakes roll. Go on, they yelled. Percy's driver and fireman off the footplate. Oh! Sliding past the board. Percy was frantic. That's enough, he hissed. Percy was sunk. You are a very disobedient engine. Percy knew that voice. He groaned. Please, sir, said Percy, get me out. Sir, I'm truly sorry, sir. No, Percy, we cannot do that till high tide. Crossing to the other line. Just love coasting down the hill, running easily with the wind whistling past. He hummed a little tune. That sounds like a guard's whistle, he thought. But we haven't a guard. His driver heard it too and looked back. Hurry, Doc, hurry, he called urgently. There's been a right way, and some trucks are chasing us.
He's walking away. Chase him. Chase him. Bump him. Throw him off the road.
Doc raced to Redwood Station, but the trucks were catching up. As fast as we can, said the driver. Then they'll catch us gradually. The driver was gaining control. Another clear mile and we'll do it, he said. Oh, glory, look at that. James was just... They'll catch us gradually. The driver was gaining control. Another clear mile and we'll do it, he said. Oh, glory, look
Look at you.
at factory had whistled a warning. But the trucks didn't care. They were feeling very pleased with themselves. Beg pardon, sir. Yes, Duck. Excuse my intrusion. No, I won't, said the barber crossly. You frightened my customers and spoilt my new paint. I'll teach you. And black Dick's face all over. Poor Duck. Thomas was helping to pull the Toby was still asleep. Thomas suddenly remembered. Silly stick in the muds, he chuckled. I'll show them. Driver said I could manage without him. I'll just go out. Then I'll stop and whoosh. That'll make them jump. Thomas thought he was being clever. Really, he was only moving because a careless cleaner had meddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He tried to whee, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. He didn't dare look at what was coming next. There was the station master's house. The station master was about to have breakfast. Horrors! Cried Thomas and shut his eyes. The house rocked. Broken glass tinkled. Plaster was everywhere. Thomas had collected a bush on his travels. He peered into the room through its leaves. He couldn't speak. Oh, Thomas just chuffed away. Sorry, no time to talk, he puffed. I have to find the end of the rainbow. Thomas took the telephone engineer's all across the island.
Which way to go, said Thomas.
And through the valleys.
I don't know.
All the time he was looking for the end of the rainbow. Must find the end, must find the
Just fine, yeah.
Thomas took the telephone engineers all across the island. Over the hills and through the valleys. All the time he was looking for the end of the rainbow. Must find the end, must find the end, he puffed.
Oh yeah, also guys, kind of don't ask me about how Thomas got back on the waves.
Just editing magic.
Editing magic.
And we can now restart from
I don't have
all the
time
way
to
from
stop.
the
I'm looking for the end of the
Thomas,
rainbow.
wait.
But the end of the rainbow was always just around the corner. Finally, Thomas passed Toby. Slow down, Thomas, Toby cried. There's something ahead on your tracks. But Thomas wasn't listening. He was sure the end of the rainbow was just around the corner. Then there was trouble. Thomas clipped the telegraph pole and they all came off the tracks. Luckily, no one was hurt. Cinders and ashes, Thomas cried. Thomas was stuck. His driver couldn't phone for help. The telephone lines were still not working. Then Thomas